Hey everybody, so recently some new editions of Roald Dahl books were printed where they changed some very subtle things in order to make the books more, I have no other word for it, politically correct. There's been a lot of discussion of this Roald Dahl editing on the internet, and it seems like people are kind of split about it. Some people seem to think that the edits are okay, that they represent a change in the times and keeping the books modern. Other people seem to think that it's naked censorship and really bad, so I thought I should just give my own opinion, which is the latter opinion. The edits are extremely stupid in my opinion. Let me read for you for a second some of the edits that were made to Roald Dahl's book. Augustus Gloop, Charlie's gluttonous antagonist in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which was originally published in 1964, is no longer enormously fat, just enormous. In the new edition of Witches, a supernatural female posing as an ordinary woman may be working as a top scientist or running a business, instead of as a cashier in a supermarket or typing letters for a businessman. The word black was removed from the description of the terrible tractors in 1970's The Fabulous Mr. Fox. The machines are now simply murderous, brutal-looking monsters. These are the stupidest, most unnecessary edits I've ever heard of in my entire life, and even in the name of political correctness or progressivism, they make literally no sense. Augustus Gloop being described as enormous but not fat does not change the fact that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory treats being fat as worthy of mockery. It changes literally nothing. It's just the publishers covering their own ass and censoring an iconic author to do that. Roald Dahl was an anti-Semite and a freak, and I'm not trying to say that you have to defend him or think he's cool, but if you don't want to read Roald Dahl, if you don't want to engage in the ugly world that he presents, just don't. Just don't read Roald Dahl. It doesn't matter. I think that it's kind of disgusting. I do think it's kind of disgusting, actually. As fans of this YouTube channel may know, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory famously features Oompa Loompas, a classic case of white imperialism savior narrative nonsense, wherein a person goes to an indigenous tribe, saves them, brings them back to his country, and has them work for him for seemingly scrap, for nonsense money. Roald Dahl is a freak, is my point, and if you want to keep reading him, just keep reading him. You're not gonna fix the guy. You can't fix him. Roald Dahl is dead. Just read other books if you want to. Just read another book. Just read it in a second book if you like. Roald Dahl's dead. He wrote the books he wrote. They're freakish. Just like he was. So I guess the question kind of falls on me. Okay, I think these edits in particular are very stupid, but is there ever a case where I think edits make sense, where I think we have the moral responsibility or otherwise just should edit out the problematic aspects of an author's work? And the answer that I personally have is no. We should not edit the text of an author's work to make it less problematic. If you want to do that, you should probably put a subtitle on the book that says, "This is the unproblematic version," rather than acting like Roald Dahl, the man, the human being who existed, wrote something that he did not write. I think that's an extremely weird thing to do, and I don't advise doing it. That's my opinion.